What's up, YouTube? So, I'm in Connecticut right now. I drove up here last night. Today is Friday, August 24th. I decided very last minute to drive up here since I am filming tomorrow. And yeah, had to pick up some kegs from Alpha Brew. These aren't beer, these are actually coffee. They're going to be thrown in a nitro setup at the gym I'll actually be filming at. So, driving down to CrossFit Milford here in a sec. It's about a 40-minute drive, and yeah, some interesting topics for today.
Almost playing a managerial role.
Rick, you gotta listen. Sandbag and kettlebell around the building twice. They can never hit the ground. Go. Oh. You
Can never hit the ground.
can't push the sled. Go.
I think you guys need matching face tats. Just matching.
I'm gonna get some space right here in my stomach. Different concepts before we move into part 3 of today, right? The first concept I want to talk about is second chances. There are none in this sport.
As I said, we're going to talk about some interesting topics today. So, it's pretty crazy, right? We're hearing of the possibility of no more CrossFit regionals. Pretty big deal within the sport of CrossFit. But what does that mean for everyone? We're seeing a lot of posts where people are crying and upset that there may be no more regionals. They're probably bubble athletes, right? Well, the people that are going to qualify for the games, the CrossFit Games, it's business as usual for them, right? They're not going to stop training. They're not going to completely break down because of regionals potentially disappearing, especially with the rumors of having these qualification competitions such as Wadapalooza, Granite Games, etc. It's actually going to raise the stakes, and it's probably going to actually make people more money because now sponsors are going to be forced to be more involved. That's going to allow for these bubble athletes to actually potentially make money via sponsors and via prize money from these comps, where before they may not have. I think this is actually going to spark a lot more business within CrossFit itself, and it's going to be a huge deal moving forward for the entire brand of CrossFit and everything happening within the sport. But that being said, I understand why people are upset. Regionals is a kind of a huge event. It's essentially like the EDC of CrossFit. So you have all these athletes that gather, and all, you know, so much of the community goes to regionals, whereas now everyone's going to just kind of shift and move to Wadapalooza or, you know, Granite Games, etc. It's going to be harder because logistically it may be more spread out, but I do think it has a place. And I don't think CrossFit as a brand would go away from monetizing the competition side of things because it does draw in so many people. I think they're trying to do damage control and stop spending millions upon millions of dollars on events that are potentially not creating some type of ROI for them, right? They want that return on investment. From my understanding, within just the Brazil regional alone, which presented its own host of logistical issues and nightmares, they lost over $2 million, right? $2 million. Think about that, right? If you owned a company and you were losing $2 million on one single event, would you continue doing that? Probably not. So while I do think that people do have a right to be upset, I also think that we as a lifestyle have shifted so much towards it becoming our self-identity as opposed to having other hobbies and living other parts of life. And I think this may force people to realize, holy shit, you know, I neglected to get a job. Holy shit, I neglected a relationship, etc. Because there's a lot of people that do that. And not to take anything away from them, they're phenomenal athletes. But at the end of the day, we're still adults and we still live in societies and have specific obligations that we have to meet. So I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm curious to find out if this is real, because CrossFit HQ has not released a statement regarding this. As far as we know, this is all hearsay, right? So who knows? Arm & Hammer could be wrong. You know, Morning Chalk Up could be wrong. Who knows what's going to happen? But at the end of the day, if it does happen, it's not really in any of our control.